It's an invasion! King Goomba! Sire, I bring urgent news!
Am I interrupting something?
No.
Alright.
So ever since the Bowser Mecha Sonic fight episode ended, time went on. There were some other 1-minute melees that were coming and going here and there, because I thought this was probably the last bit of it, which would have been fine. And then one day, an interesting one came up. The Waddle Dee versus Goomba. So it's like, oh, okay. So is this going to be something similar to what happened when when Screw Attack did the death battle between Dr. Wily and Dr. Eggman, when they had their robots doing all the fighting for them? Which, that was another fun one, by the way. If you haven't seen it, please do give it a watch. So, is it going to be similar to that? But in a way, it was, with the Waddle Dee versus Goomba. It did turn out to be the case. But what I didn't expect was that it was a loose tie-in to what happened from that last fight between Bowser and Megasonic. And that story arc, it actually references that near the beginning, because there was quite a bit of story plot that they built up involving, Bowser Jr. and the others. It was like a typical day in the Mushroom I was about to say Mushroom Kingdom, and Bowser's Dark World Kingdom, when he decided he was gonna take a day off from ruling and go do something fun, do something relaxing, take a bit of a vacation. So there was that. So Junior got to be king for a day, and so what every kid would want to do when they have power to do whatever they want, they're going to exploit the living hell out of it. Hence the giant ice cream sundae idea that was implemented. So it makes perfect sense. So when one of the Goomba troops saw that there was a land filled with Waddle Dees everywhere, and he got this crazy idea, I was like, oh god, we're being invaded. And then sound the alarm, ding, 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 and then next thing you realize, a big war broke out, and I was like, oh god, here we go. the weak is the grunts of both sides, of Bowser's troops and King Dedede's troops going at it, just smacking the crap out of each other. What was a nice touch when the fight breaks out on that, being they made it sounded more cartoony than it did serious. It was like just a lot of slapstick comedy and silly sounds and crazy explosions here and there. Like, it's like if you was watching a Saturday morning cartoon all over again. I thought it was kind of sweet. It was kind of something. I found myself laughing quite a few times with the major shenanigans that was going on, and and then after everything just exploded again, and then suddenly you realize, oh, there's Bowser playing tennis with King Dedede. And then King was being snarky and everything. I was like, oh god, is there going to be something following up to that? And of course, it gets left right there. So, as far as doing the voices for it, of course, since Bowser was in it, I asked PK Silent if he could do it for me once again, which he was happy to oblige. He had gotten used to doing his Bowser voice for it, and I managed to convince Kate Bug to come back a second time to retain the Bowser Jr. role. I, of course, did a few lines for decided to do for the Maggie Koopa Kamek, since I did him in SPZ previously. Will give my own spin on it. I know some some people, I understand, may find it annoying, but it's just, I'm only going by, you know, kind of how he sounds, the way he looks, not always sounding. He sounded like annoying yet very humble, loyal servant to King Bowser. So he's like, a little high-pitched voice to it. I mean, that's just my take on it. I mean, it's probably not how he was meant to sound, but that's just what I went with. Some people didn't seem to mind that much. And then, of course, I had a buddy of mine that wanted to, he wanted to pitch in and do a Goomba voice. So it wasn't too much. I mean, it's a voice. Goombas didn't really have much, you know, speaking lines anyway. So we just kind of went with whatever. But yeah, took a little bit of working on, but I like to think it came out pretty successful in the end. It's pretty fun, and I could not wait to see how things were going to turn out between, because you know, Bowser and DDD, they were going to have some words over a tennis match. I mean, it was just inevitable. It was just a matter of when they would settle the score.
Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep on gaming.